Oh, Cherie, you are so beautiful. You are like the blue velvet rose, if there's such a thing. Every time I see your light, it's like I see the light of the sky. It is so beautiful, oh Cherie.
Jock, what are you doing?
What?
What?
What is up, guys? Thank you for joining us. We are starting a brand new season. Finished with the Polo and we're on to new things. So now we're going to actually do something quite different from a race car. We're starting with a road car and we're going to convert it into something like a track day car. And here it is. It's a 2004 Renault Clio Sport 182. It's got about 147,000 kilometers on it. So it's done a lot of work. It's very old. It's been through a rough life, but we're gonna rejuvenate it and bring it back to life. So let's check it out. So let's check this thing out. Like I said, it is quite rough, man. It has done a lot of work. The steering wheel is a bit chewed up. Looks like someone ate the breakfast off of it. So the radio is quite old. Everything is really 2004 spec. There's a lot of little things missing here, but overall it's not a bad car. It's, like I said, it's a bit rough. It's done a lot of work. Missing little bits and bobs everywhere, but yeah, it's not too bad. It's a good base to start with. It's got a lot of curb rash. So the plan is, really, we've got a lot of plans for this. So we're going to get rid of these 16-inch rims and we're going to put something on that's a bit more track focused. We also are changing the tires, obviously, to be a more of a track focused tire. This is obviously a road tire, and yeah, as you can see, the interior is a bit rough, but these seats are going to be coming out. The rear is also coming out. So yeah, there's a lot we're going to do with this. We're going to take out all of this stuff, take the seats out. We're going to put a cage in. Plan is to put a cage in. New suspension, bushes, brakes, tires, and then we're still deciding on what we're going to do with the engine. So it's a bit of an adventure, but let's see where we get to. There's not a lot of these in South Africa. There is a fair following, but it's not massive, not like in the UK. What we're going to do is we're actually going to take it back and we're going to prep it for its first test track next weekend. So we're going to change the oil filter, check the brakes, basically go through the thing just to make sure it's safe enough to do a track day and doesn't fall apart. And then from there we'll start implementing the mods. So yeah, we'll see you there. Okay, situation report. We're trying to drain the oil on this puppy. We've checked the brakes are alright. They will survive the track day. Okay. We're trying to drain the oil, but it has a funny square tool that I don't have. So we're trying to make a tool to make it work. Yeah, and then just upon inspection, some more things. This shock has seen better days, so thankfully that'll be getting replaced. That one is alright. These exhausts are finished. Someone's tried to weld this up. I don't know if you can see this exhaust bracket, the mount, it's also finished. there is a ton of stuff. I mean, this this airbox doesn't have a clamp. The ECU, I don't know if that's a common thing on these Renaults. The airbox is actually not even mounted in, so there's a pipe missing that runs, not sure if you can see, but basically from there to the inlet of the airbox, that's missing. Okay, so we've taken the airbox out, and there is a bracket missing, bracket that goes here, that's missing. So here's the cold air feed pipe. So on the airbox itself there is a pipe at the bottom. Yeah, I'm not sure where that goes, but that's also open to atmosphere, so that's obviously sucking in a bunch of hot air. So what we're going to do just for the track day is we're going to close this hole, and we're going to try and use some hose that I have just to connect this and that other cold air pipe, so that at least we're getting a decent amount of cold air into the airbox while we're here. So yeah, let's see what we can get done there. So we're trying to finish up here. We've drained the oil, put this pipe in just to route some cold air into the airbox. We changed the oil, putting the wheels back on, and yeah, and then we're going to call it. So we're back, and so let's just chat a bit about it, what this is. Okay, so this is a Renault Clio Sport 182. It's got an let's open up the bonnet. It's in true Renault form. So this is a Renault Clio Sport F4R 182 motor, 2 litre 16 valve. Apparently these are very good engines. They make a lot of really good power and torque. They're very reliable. They've been used a lot in the UK, obviously in the Clio Sport Cup, but they're not that popular here, and for whatever reason, you know, the South African market didn't really take to these that well. But it is a really good chassis. The thing is, they've squeezed this huge engine into this tiny little chassis, so there's quite a few compromises they've made. So the chassis is very good in terms of handling, and it's set up to be a really sporty little package. One of the biggest downfalls that this car has is its gearbox. These gearboxes have been known to have the synchros wear out, and then the biggest challenge with these cars is the clutch. It's a cable operated clutch, but the throw is very short, and it's a very stiff clutch as well. For some reason, I don't know why, the Renault engineers decided that was a great idea, but all of them are like this. So even the 1.4s, they have the same clutch system. So Pierre or someone in the development department just decided, well, that's it, that's what you're getting, and if you don't like it, tough. So it's one of the biggest challenges with these cars. So in the Renault Clio Sport Cup, they actually ran with, I stand corrected, but they ran with sequential gearboxes. I know in the later versions of the Clio Sports, they definitely did. And yeah, that's one of the biggest challenges. The other thing is it's very Renault. So a lot of the stuff wears out very quickly. This car only has 140,000 Ks on it, but like as you can see, I mean, there's the bracket for the ECU is broken. A lot of the suspension components are worn out, the shocks are stuffed, all the bushes are stuffed on the gearbox. There's a lot of funny little things. We'll go through the interior now. So for a car with that much mileage, it's really quite worn out, which is strange. Okay, for sure, it's a performance car, so it could be really driven really hard in its life, but it hasn't aged very well. Maybe that's a Renault thing, I don't know, but let's check out the interior. So like here you can see the seating well, the bolsters on the seat they're not terrible, but they have taken quite a bit of wear over the years. And I noticed that the seat also has quite a lot of play in it. So I don't know. So the interesting thing is, okay, the owner's quite a bit taller than me. It's not difficult to achieve. But so when I put the clutch in, look what happens to the seat. So it's ridiculous, this clutch. Like, who thought that was a good idea? So I don't know if that play in the seat is because of the clutch, or that's just a thing that happens, you know. Other things are like funny things like this. Now, is that like that because of some anti-hijack device that was put in? I don't know. But like, you know, the steering wheel's coming apart. The gear linkage is very loose. And that's one thing we'll show you when we take it out, is that the car battles a bit with getting into second gear and gear selection. But engine-wise, this thing is brilliant, which is actually a really great thing about this car, which is similar to our old Superboss that we had. Is the whole thing about this car is all engine and chassis. So engine and chassis, and it's which makes it very driver focused, which is a very nice thing because you don't really get that much anymore. Vehicles nowadays have become very soulless, I guess is the term I'm looking for. They're excellent vehicles, very impressive, but there's no character left to it. This, on the other hand, I think is all character. It's very French character, but it's character nonetheless, you know. So what we've got planned for this car is going to work very well with the way it's aged. So there's a lot of stuff in here we're not going to use, but that's just part of it. I think it's going to be a really, really good package. So yeah. Also, if you look here, I mean, look at how all of these trim pieces are just... Now, I don't know if that's a function of like someone taking the stuff in and out, or it's just aged really badly. But I think that's a Renault thing, to be honest. I just, you know, they're not really built for that. It's not a high-end vehicle. It's just built to be fun. So, yeah. All right. So that's a wrap, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We managed to get quite a bit done on this. We feel it's pretty much ready. We're not going to go spend too much time replacing stuff because we are going to change a lot on this car. So it's pretty much ready for the track day. We're just going to take it out, do some baseline testing, have some fun with it. We'll do some testing on the road, just drive and feel and talk a bit about that. We'll take it to the track and have some fun with it. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button, maybe subscribe. We've got a lot more content coming on this car. We're going to change it all around and do a lot of cool stuff with it. And just have a bit of fun with the car. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.